Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a 2023 recap of the books that I've read, and I'm going to start from all the way up top January, and by the end of this video I'll let you guys know how much did I read out of 100. I mean, if you're on TikTok you should know, but if not, that is fine. I will let you guys know. So first book of the year, not gonna lie, I personally think, is that bloody powder on my hijab? Kinshana, it's okay. First book of the year was Untying the Knot by Megan Quinn. It started with a 1 star for me. Honestly, it will stay a 1 star. We're not going to change that. I won't be telling you guys much about the books unless it's a 5 star, you know. So I think the next book I've read, because for some reason Goodreads is jumbled, is Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I'm not going to lie, heard way too much about this book. Way too much. And she has so many different series, and I don't know why I picked this one to start with, because this was a 2 star. Did I even write why I gave it 2 stars? I said yes. I said it's an okay book. I personally did not enjoy the revenge plot in the middle. I felt like it was either 100% emotional or none. I wasn't a fan of their story, but the writing was really good. So Anna Huang will get another chance, just not 2023, you know, maybe this year, who knows. Then I believe I read the Prison Healers next. It was a trilogy, and I believe I gave them 4 stars, all 3. So you've got the Prison Healer, the Gilded Cage, and the Blood Trader. Very interesting, very good. It's a fantasy where there's a lot of there's a tournament. I'm not telling you anymore. That's it. Go watch that. Go read it if you enjoy that. Are You Awake by Claire McGowan. Honestly, again, one of the authors that I heard so much about just did not live up to the hype. I think I gave it 2 stars. I did review it. Go look on thingy. Then you've got Two Wrongs Make a Right by, I think, Chloe Leese. I don't know if that's how you say her name, but I gave it 3 stars. Not bad. Oh my god, every time I put foundation on or some makeup, my nose is running. Anyone else goes through that? I gave it 3 stars. I really don't remember much of the plot or anything. Yeah, just even looking at it, I'm like, what was it about? It was okay. I gave it 3 stars. Then Lauren Asher came out with the 3rd and final book of the Brothers Dreamland Billionaire series, Final Offer. I gave it 3 stars. Honestly, out of the 3 brothers, Rowan, Declan, and Callahan, my favorite is Declan. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know what it is. Iris just does things to me. I like her. Yeah. I'm really not a fan of the second chance type of feel books. Like, why are we giving them a second chance? In real life, sure, do you? But no. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Then I read The Wrong Bride, which is the Windsor series by Catherine Mora. I gave it 2 stars. I don't know why I gave it 2 stars. It gave me incesty vibes, guys. I would give it a 1. I'm not gonna change it on Goodreads, but I would personally give it a 1. I do end up reading another book of those series later on. But the next books, because it's a 5 book, it's a series, the Mine series, if you know, St. Abby, aka Stabby. She has a different aliases, but honestly, I didn't know she died. The author died, guys. And this series came out back in 2016. But when I tell you, I read the first book. Which one was the first book? What was the first book called? Yeah, The Risk. Like, I would genuinely reread this. Like, that's how good. I have not reread a single book, by the way, ever. I would reread this. This is so good. And it was, like, so fast-paced. You can devour it. I guess, I don't know, book maybe number 4 or something. You kind of be like, okay, I'm over this. But it doesn't matter because you devoured 3 books. You get what I mean. I think the next was the Inheritance Game series by Jennifer Lynn. Why am I trying to read her name from my head? Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I gave it a 4-star, the first book, because, hey, are you Team Grayson or Team, what was his other name? What was the other one? What was the other guy's name? We've got Zadie at home today. There's no school. Yeah. Grayson or Jameson? Hi, Zadie. I'm filming Zaid. I'm using his tablet and he wants it back. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, as I was saying, the inheritance game. Grayson, Jameson, is it Jameson? What was his name? Jameson. Yeah, it was all about which one she's going to end up with, I guess. All 3 books. I read them. I think I gave it the first one 4-star. Second one, I gave it a 4-star. The third and final one, which was the final Gambit, I gave it a 3-star. Yeah, I knew the last one I didn't really enjoy it as much. Then we had Haunting Adeline. My first DNF for the book year ever. First DNF ever. It's, for me, a 1-star. I really don't understand how anyone... It's got a 4 point... I can't even show you guys. A 4.01 star rating on Goodreads. There's nothing much to say about that. Okay, next book. The Davenports. I think there's a new book coming out. It's a series. I think, I don't know how many it's going to be. I don't know if it's a duology or a trilogy or more than that. It's called The Davenports by Crystal Marquis. And I really like it. It's in the 1910s. It's set in. It's a black family that is wealthy. And yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's you get a perspective. How many sisters were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4. No, so 3 sisters, and I think one of the sisters' friends' perspective, which I really enjoyed. It gave me Bridgerton vibes, if that makes sense. I gave it a 4-star. Really, really enjoyed that. I'm actually looking forward to the next one. Then I read The Neighbor Favor. Don't remember anything about it, but I gave it a 4-star. By Christina Forrest. Genuinely don't remember anything about it. So I said I really enjoyed the email portion of the book. We need more books like this. Very cute and warm overall. Really enjoyed that. When I said the email, I really liked it. The Right Move by Liz Tomford. Also, we are on March. This is March. I don't know how many books I've named so far. I rated it a 5-star. Good. I remember that the father was it the mother or the father that was deaf? And then, is his name Ryan? Yeah. Ryan learned how to do sign language with her mom behind her back so he could communicate with the dad and not feel left out. So cute. I gave it a 5-star. It's a Good Choice Award nominee for the best romance. Honestly, it should have taken it. No. We've got more coming up. We've got the Indigo Ridge and Juniper Hill. They are part of the Eden series, I believe. I gave it a 4-star, and then the Juniper Hill one. Oh, where is the Juniper Hill? Juniper Hill, I gave it a 3-star. So I guess I enjoyed the other one. And then I end up reading I don't think I've read any more of the series. I think it was a 5-book series, but then I was in a slump. Then I read Sally Rooney, Mr. Salary. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get it. Like, it was a short story. I think it was 33 pages. I gave it a 3-star. It started and ended as quickly as I started it. I mean, I guess it's 33 pages. It makes sense. But I don't know. Didn't really expect that. Okay, then I listened to Sylvia Day, Bed to You. And I'm going to classify Haunting Adeline and Sylvia Day, Bed to You, both as, I'm counting as books because I DNF'd them way after the 50%. So I think the first one was 89% Haunting Adeline. Like, why not just finish the book? I've got freaking 11 pages left, right? I don't know why I didn't do that. Sylvia Day, Bed to You. Girl, I don't know. I had it on my Audible back in 2016. So I just thought, hey, let's just listen to it. No, do not listen to it. Gideon, she said, it's so bad because the version I had was like the female. She was like, talking, and then she'll be like, Gideon Cross, and then you get her name, and he's like, Ava. Like, that's me saying that. Like, no, ew, get a man to do the male voices. I didn't even care about the story. I was just laughing the whole time. Like, I'm on a tube and I had the headphones in. I was like, if only people could hear what I'm listening to, because it's a woman impersonating man. Anyway, then I got into my reading slump of Dear Old Sir Say. Gave it a bloody 1. And I said, I tortured myself, and honestly, the ending doesn't even make sense to me. That's me personally. I've realized reading this book, I'm not a fan of Greek mythology at all. Like, not even a drop of me. And the reason I started and finished this is because of Aisha. She was like, it's so good. Da, 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 da. The Son of Achilles tried to get me to read it after this. No, this took me a month, almost. Let's not do that to ourselves. Then I read The Switch. I actually have a copy. I gave it 3. Eileen and Lena, grandma and granddaughter's perspectives, and it was sweet, but not for me. Then I read The Serpent and the Wing of Night by Carissa Broadbent. It's the Crown of Nyxia series. I read both books, and then stupidly I read the 1.5 way later. Would have made so much sense if I had the read. Now I know if I'm going to read the novellas in between every single series I ever read. I gave it 4 stars. I quite enjoyed it. I actually quite liked that book. Then I read Beach Reads by Emily Henry. It's a quick read, fast read. It was 400 pages. I don't know what's quick about it, but it was moving along, fast paced sort of. Really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Next I read One Weekend in Paradise by Anissa Starr. It's her debut book. Flights and Feelings. I gave it a 5 star. I really enjoyed it. It's a fairly quick read. It's 222 pages, the Kindle edition anyway, and I did read this on Kindle. I liked how quick it was. It is quite smutty, so be warned. Oh, I did end up reading another Eden's book. It's the Garnet Flats. I believe this took me a while to read as well, the Talia Eden her book. She's a doctor, and it took me a while to get into, and I gave it 3 stars. Then we have Once Upon a Broken Heart. Girl, I said at the beginning of the year, last year, in January, I'm like, oh, this is going to be one of my reads. How am I reading this in May? Like, that's how long it took me, and I gave it 4 stars. And cheap old me, I think I got it on Kindle, and then the next one was like £10, and then I was like, why am I going to pay £10 for a Kindle edition? Why can't I just go out and get the actual real one? And then I just didn't get that. So yeah, I don't read the second book. It was actually quite interesting. Then I read my first, after the freaking Are You Awake one, this is my first, again, crime book. Not first, but like the one I quite enjoyed. I gave it a 5 star. It's The Devil's Advocate by Steve Kavanaugh, and I told my sister to read it, and she gave it a 5 star too, so it's really good. It's a 4.4 rating on Kindle. It is crazy. There's nothing else to say. It's races involved, white town. Go read it. Prosecution, a innocent person on death row. Girl, go read it. I don't know why I say girl a lot today. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King is the second book of the Crown of Nyxia. Carissa Broadbent again. I gave this a 3 star. I didn't quite enjoy it like the first book, I guess. Yeah. Then I read Sinners Anonymous. Girl, I don't remember anything about this. I remember I wanted a quick read, and the fiance knows every sin my fiance's nephew knows every sin I've ever committed. It's about to become the deepest and darkest of them all. I remember there's an old guy in this. Okay, anyway, I gave it 3 stars. Happy Place. I went to Morocco, and then I took a copy of the Happy Place book. Guys, my Emily Henry, I gave it a 5 star. Every second I could get to read this book. Guys, I took this book on a hot air balloon. It really and truly was the Happy Place. Like, I genuinely, and it is the winner for Best Romance of 2023. I genuinely enjoyed this. Like, 10 out of 10, go read. And then then I finished that book, and then I was still on holiday, so then I had to start a book. So I started Chestnut Springs, the first book, Flawless, by Elise Silver. Pretty quick read, because I remember reading it on the journey to go to the beach. It was a 4-star. I really enjoyed that. Then I believe I read, because the order's a bit mixed up, I believe I read Heartless, but at least I gave it again a 4-star. Then I started reading Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Baldwin, because guys, remember, I like that one, and I gave this a 5-star, a former slave fighting for justice. I was like, magic, fantasy, say no more. I tried to read the second book later in the year, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. The Unbalanced Equation. Older guy, student, sorry, she's a student, he's an older guy. Yeah, gave it 3-star. Don't know what much to say, it's just STEM based. And then I read The Roommate Situation by Kate Bailey. Gave it a 3-star. Guys, I guess I gave a lot of 3 stars. I mean, technically in my recap for the year, it did say I give out 3 stars more than anything. Yeah. If I don't have anything much to say, like, unless the book is shit or the book is good, I really don't put an actual writing review, if that makes sense. Then I read Accidentally Amy, and I believe this was a cute. I gave it a 4. Oh, I gave it 3 stars. My hand just touched that. It started with a cup. Amy. Well, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Cute. It was a cute. And then I read So That Happened by Katie Bailey, because I read the book I just mentioned. And I gave this one a 4-star. It was So That Happened. It was actually quite cute. I spent the night with a hot, grumpy stranger in an airport. Oh yeah, this was actually cute. Then I read The Wild Roommate by Adele Knight, and I was in a slump, and I read that one. The Filthy Enemy, The Seductive Second Chance, and The Dirty Best Friend. All these books were smut filled. If you don't want to read that, run away. And some of them I was like, ooh. Some of them I was like, ooh. I don't know. Anyway, I gave them, some of them I gave them 4, some of them I gave them a 2, so don't know. Then I read I Hate, I Bake, and I Don't Date by Alina Jacobs, and I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it. Then I read His Majesty, which I was so confused about. It was a 61-page erotica, and I regretted every minute of it, and I gave it a 2 stars. Don't even know why it's got a 2. Should have been a 1, but it is what it is. Then I read Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. Gave it 2 stars. Again, wouldn't recommend. Then I read Meet Me at the Bus Stop, Meet Me at the Gym, and Meet Me at Our Place by MJ Ray. And I believe I, across the board, gave them 3-4 stars. So don't get into it. Then I read Sorry I Missed You by Lorraine Brown, and I gave it a 4 stars. It's got a 3.4 on Goodreads. Don't know why. Oh, I actually wrote a review. I surprisingly enjoyed how ordinary the main characters' lives were, and how realistic it was. The way they even gravitated towards each other, and how slowly and cautiously before Rebecca they fell was so heartwarming. The struggles they go through in their individual lives is so well presented, and the way they navigate their dreams and their future is truly amazing. That's the review I gave it. So I guess it was quite good. And then I dance when I know what I'm getting. I read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. There's a lot of controversy with a lot of copying and all that pasting. I don't know. Don't care. I gave it a 5-star. Really enjoyed it. Really tried it. The plot twist, would not expect. Of course, if you're not really a crime, I guess, reader, you will not expect. Then I read John Maw, The Good Samaritan, recommended by my sister. It was just, you know, when a book starts good and it keeps going, just goes. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I know why this book. Don't want to spoil it for anyone, but do not read. If you want to read, go read it. It says, The Good Samaritan, can you trust the voice at the end of the line? It kind of gave me hello, hi. Not like 999. What's the emergency? Whatever, right? And then it gave me like, hello, hi, there's a killer. I'm hiding under the bed. And then I'm on the line saying, what do you want me to do? That's the kind of vibe I thought I was getting from this book. But it wasn't. That's what I expected. It wasn't. It was like, you want to come in, let me help you. That's what it is. Trigger warning. Then I read Ali Hazelwood Below Zero. I think I gave it a 4-star. Then I read my first advanced reader copy arc by Alina Khawaja, Maya's Law of Love, and I believe I gave this a 5. I gave it a 5. It's so good. Like, didn't know what to expect. Like, I didn't know what was coming, and obviously it being a Muslim couple, I guess, I seriously didn't know what to expect. I've never read a Muslim love story, and I will be from now on. It was really, really good. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you. And then my next one was Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and I didn't know. I read part 2 before I read part 1, I guess. I gave it a good 4 stars. Then we have The Girl He Needs, which was I guess it was from the Stuff Your Kindle day, and I just stuffed my Kindle with a good 30 something books. I think this might be this one, another one might be the only ones I've actually took from that. Then I read Dumb by S.J. Tilley. I gave it a 2. And then we've got The Nanny, Lana Ferguson. I gave it a 3. Then we got Where Good Girls Go to Die, Holly Renee. I gave it 2 stars. Then I went to Only Ever Yours by Nikki Ash. I gave it a 2 stars. Then my sister came over, and then she made me read One by One by Ruth Ware. 5 stars. I realized that she's in love with anything to do with remote cabins, horrible weather, killers. But yeah, really, really good. It was nominated as well for the best in thriller. What can I say? Yeah, a lot of things go wrong. Then I read The Lost by Hannah Jameson. I'm not even gonna give this time. Shit, book. I'm not even gonna give it a bloody rating. Did I give it a rating? I gave it a 2. Really and truly should have been 0. Then I read the Legendborn series, Legendborn and Bloodmark, and tell me why, Lord people, is when I was reading the second one, did I find out that it wasn't a duology. No. There's 2 more books coming out. One in 2025, and God knows when the next one's coming out. I was just like, I held back for the majority of 2023. I should have just continued holding back, because I hate nothing more than an incomplete series. Because I'm like, do you get it? I don't know. Then I read Love Redesigned by Laura Asher, and I really enjoyed this. I actually really, really enjoyed this. It was a 4. It was a refreshing cleanser palette. And obviously going from like a crime, because obviously the last was like the crime, and One by One was also crime related. Then you go from that like thriller sort of thing to then read fantasy Legendborn series, then to go to just romance. Honestly, I don't know how I did it, but I always need a romance. Then I went and read the second book by Frida McFarlane, The Housemaid's a Secret. Again, genuinely did not expect it. Even though I knew there must have been a plot coming, did not expect it. Oh, I did end up finish. Did I finish it? I did. I read the, I read the 1.5 Crown of Nixia, 6 Course Roses by Carissa Broadbent, and I gave it a 4 star. I really, really enjoyed it, and it made sense why Lilith, and was his name Vile? What was his name? Val? What was your name? Vale? Can I tell you something? It's a bit smutty, if you know what I mean. And I gave it a 3 star. There's a Christmas one. Then I read The Graham Effect, my first hockey romance by Ella Kennedy, and I gave it a 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. What is happening? I can't see. And then I read Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. I believe I gave that a 4 star. Then I read Brigid Kemmer, Defy the Night. I didn't read it, I listened to it, my second audible, and I gave it a 4 stars. Half the words I would have pronounced wrong is all I know. Then I read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I think she wrote The Dead Romantics as well. correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I gave it a 4 stars. It was alright. Then I needed a little funny palette cleanser, which was My Roommate is a Vampire. I gave it a 3 stars. And the last book of the year is The Silent Bride by Shalina Boland. I gave it a 2 stars. And that is my year in 2023. 81 books. 81 books out of 100. I don't know how I feel in general, because honestly 81 books is a lot. Obviously I came from 2022 reading 52 books, which my goal was 50, and I remember starting 2022 in Feb. Was it Feb? I read in Feb, then I slowly and then I started reading properly in June, July. Then I thought, obviously, if I'm reading June, July 50 books, I can double it and do it this year. And no, I didn't, because I was forcing myself. And after The Silent Bride, I still had, I believe, a week to read, the last week. I just couldn't get into it because I couldn't get over the ending of The Silent Bride. Go watch my TikTok on that, because... Anywho, that is it for me. I just want to say, if you did have a reading goal and didn't achieve it, hey, it's not just only you, there's a bunch of us out here, and it's okay. And on to the new year, because I will be filming a new book, and there's a lot of books that I said I was gonna read, and I still have my list on my notes of all the books that I didn't read, which I will be reading. I might still continue doing the spinny wheel thingy just to get myself started. But I also have the icebreaker, and I have a list over there. Let me just quickly look. I have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, 6 Crimson Cranes, The Serial Killer's Wife, Wrong Place, Wrong Time, The Guest List, and The Silent Patient. I've started The Silent Patient. I believe I'm up to chapter 7. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really want to start the year with a shitty book. So I already know what I'm reading next. I'll let you guys know in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any recommendations for this year and any books that you want me to read, please let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Assalamu alaikum.